Hi, I'm attorney Steve Reilly, and I have over 4 decades of experience helping people buy and sell their residential real estate. And today, we're going to be talking about 7 tips that I have for you to avoid being screwed when you're trying to buy your home, whether it's your first home or you've bought other homes before. And the first tip I'm going to give you is start with an attorney. And I know that might be a little unconventional, as many people start with either a mortgage broker or they start with a real estate agent. But I'm here to suggest to you today that it's best to start with a lawyer. First of all, the attorney can recommend to you people that he knows are honest realtors. And in that realm, you can ask questions of the attorney as to whether or not he's got referrals from that particular real estate agent or whether he has any relationship with a particular real estate agent. The attorney also can steer you to people who do building inspections, who have nothing to gain or lose by the fact that they are being hired. For example, if you went to a real estate agent and they gave you 3 or 4 people who you might look to have a building inspection done, you might find that they are trying to gear you towards, or at least steer you towards, a particular building inspector. Well, let's face it. How many times would that building inspector be referred to by a real estate agent if he ends up telling the people, don't buy the property? It's not in your best interest to do so. Also, if you start with an attorney, the attorney can tell you what to look out for. What to look out for in a contract, what to look out for in a listing agreement, what to look out for when you hire the realtor, or what their job is going to be, and so on. So it's a good idea to start with an attorney first. Second, before you sign on the dotted line, should you choose not to start with an attorney, that you want to make sure you read the fine print and ask a lot of questions. If you don't have time to do that, or you're really not inclined to read all the fine print, then at the very least, you want to have that contract subject to your attorney's approval and within such and such number of days. Just be careful with that, though. Make sure that you immediately get any contract that you sign over to your attorney. Third, inspect or try to investigate the zoning aspects of the particular property. And I know you might think that might be a little difficult to do, but you might be able to simply do it by contacting the building department in your locality, or contact the zoning enforcement officer and find out what is allowed or not allowed on that particular piece of property. Fourth, you want to investigate whether or not there's any easements on that property. Now you might ask, how the heck am I going to know? Well, first of all, you ask questions of the realtor, and if possible, and you do happen to meet the seller, you ask questions of them. You also could ask for a copy of their deed. So their deed may reveal whether or not their property is subject to any easements. You also can go, in most towns, at least here in Connecticut, you can go online now. You can actually search the land records online, plop in the name of the seller in an online database of the town clerk, and get a copy of their deed. Look at it and see if it reveals any easements, or if the name search of that individual reveals any easements. Because there could be easements for utilities, there could be easements of rights of way of people to cross the property, and so on, which you may certainly want to be aware of when you're buying. And it also, you might want to make the contract subject to a title search, all right? A title search, what is called a municipal search, that would allow you to be able to discover those things. Well, I'm also going to be having my next video, will be part 2 of this, where we'll learn the last 3 of these tips. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, or also click on the subscribe button. Also, you can ding that bell signal there, and that will allow you to be notified whenever another video comes out like this for people like yourself. Thank you for watching.